happy Thursday, everybody, as we welcome you back here to the ballpark. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it. As the Evanston Outlaws get ready to take on the Mayhem here this afternoon, as we'll get you started here on the pregame show. Appreciate it, Coach. Anything?
Names?
No, we're good. Okay. So we just got the lineup here for the Mayhem, so we'll pass that along to you coming up in just a few minutes. Well, one thing is for sure is that the storm that they expected never materialized, as with the much different than it was yesterday. Bright sunshine today, a little bit of a breeze, and 74 degrees here as we go on the air. Today's game, of course, brought to you by all of our great sponsors that we'll mention as we go along. We'll take a time out. We'll come back. We'll have the scene set brought to you by El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant. This is the Big Country Properties pregame show brought to you by Bobbi Dolezal. We make it happen on the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on mylocalradio.com.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobbi Dolezal, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same day and next day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Trust, hard work, and experience is what you'll find at Brian's Muffler Shop in Evanston. Quality work at a great price. Brian's Muffler is the perfect fit for oil changes, stock and performance mufflers, and Anderson hitches and accessories. Call Brian's Muffler today, 789-7021.
Growing up is all about having your independence, and Y-High is here to help you gain real financial freedom with a Y-High Independence Account. With an emphasis on education, growth, and experience, the Y-High Independence Account prepares you to handle your own finances, so you're ready for what life throws your way. We're talking no parent or legal guardian required on your account, no risk of collections or negative reporting, and no overdraft fees. Find your independence with a Y-High Independence Account today.
Napa know-how isn't just for guys like this.
Power tools.
Every driver deserves quality parts.
Practical.
And cool. So you can do it yourself with Napa Auto Parts or get it done for you at a Napa Auto Care Center. Which means Napa know-how is for you, karaoke car lady. And never popped a hood guy.
I can pop a hood.
You too, Mr. Park a mile away. Oh yeah. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
Covalos, your one-stop farm and auto shop.
Fresh and flavorful ingredients are what makes the best restaurants great. At El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant, each entree is prepared with only the freshest and tastiest ingredients. The menu includes everything from tacos to steak, fresh fruit waffles to omelets, and mouth-watering burgers to sandwiches. Come in and enjoy a meal today at the new El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant inside the log cabin on Bear River Drive.
And welcome back here to the pregame show. Time for the scene set for today's game, brought to you by El Paso All-American. Well, for the Evanston Outlaws, they went 1-1 yesterday in their two games as they beat Jerome 12-1 and then lost last night to Ridgeline 11-1 when they had one bad inning that got away from them, and Ridgeline scored 10 runs. That was the difference in the game. For Mayhem, they played only once yesterday. They lost to Ridgeline as well by the identical 11-1 score, and they have another game coming up tonight at 6 p.m. as they'll take on Jerome, the other team that the Outlaws had beaten yesterday. So after all the plays done today, they'll divide up all the teams. They'll bracket them out as far as the tournament, the playoff for the tournament will get started tomorrow. As with one win under their belt, Evanston will have a game tomorrow. And in talking, getting some feel from the tournament director, he thought that if they can win this game, they go to 2-1, and they should be kind of in the middle to lower part of the gold bracket, the upper bracket for the tournament. So either way, we'll have a game for you tomorrow. We'll try to get that on mylocalradio.com and on the Facebook pages as well to try to get that as soon as we know, to try to pass that information along to you. So coming up in just a few minutes, it's the Mayhem and the Evanston Outlaws. Earlier last week, Elon Olaf had a chance to sit down with the new football head coach at Evanston, Steve Moore. We'll go back and revisit that interview as we continue coming up right after this.
The strategic plan for Una County School District Number 4 states, through collaboration with the entire learning community, our mission is to instill problem-solving skills in our students that will translate to a rapidly changing global environment. We work to accomplish this by constantly improving student achievement, improving student academic and behavioral skills with a district that operates efficiently and effectively. Uinta County School District Number 4, excellence in teaching, opportunity through learning.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today, 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
You're invited to come in and visit with the team at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley today. Our customers are our friends. If you haven't ever been in, stop in today. We'd love to get to know you. If you haven't been in for a while, stop in and let's get caught up. And if you were here yesterday, come back again soon. You always have an open invitation to visit the crew at Cache Honda Yamaha, where our customers are our friends, on US 91 between Logan and Smithfield.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. You always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Welcome to Get to Know Your Red Devils, presented by Ellingford Brothers. Today we have a special episode. We're going to start working more of these type of episodes into the rotation, but we are joined by newly named Evanston football head coach Steve Moore. Coach Moore, thank you so much for the time. How are you doing today?
Doing great, thank you.
Awesome. So this is Get to Know Your Red Devils. So first I'll ask you a couple questions. Then we've got 10 random getting to know you questions where all you need to do is name 4 numbers between 1 and 10, and those will be your spotlight questions. Sound good?
Sounds great.
All right, so the first question, I guess, is talk to us a little bit about your coaching staff. We kind of talked about that a little bit already, and it's a lot of familiar names. But if you could tell us what these familiar names are going to be doing under your, regime here.
Yeah, so we have a lot of familiar names coming back. Roy Barker's going to actually go back to the offensive side of the football. He's going to be the offensive coordinator. And then Mike Fackrell's going to help him with the run part of the offense, and he's going to help with the freshman with Rob Watsabaugh. So he's coming back to help with the freshman. Did a great job the last couple of years. And then we have Chris Link, who is going to help with the offensive line. Jeremy Fessler's going to help with the defensive line. And then we got Garth Wagstaff's going to be the defensive coordinator. And Jason Mitchell is going to come back and help with linebackers and kind of head up the special teams, with all of us having a part with the special teams. So that's where we're at.
Just overall, if you could talk to us about the great things that come with this job. Of course, you've got working with the great young men here in Evanston, the fan base that's going to absolutely go rabid over this team. Just talk about how excited you are about being a part of this at this capacity.
Yeah, that's number one, is I get to work with kids. I get to be with kids. That's why I went into teaching. I like. As far as football kids coming back, we got great kids coming back. There's good people, and I just want to continue with them headed down the right path.
All right, so this is Get to Know Your Red Devils. So I've got 10 random kind of icebreaker fun questions, no high-pressure questions here at all. So your job is to pick 4 numbers between 1 and 10, and then that'll determine your questions. So what's that first number going to be?
You got to definitely go with number 4 to start with.
Number 4, when you were in school, what was your favorite subject?
History. Yeah, it's kind of why I went into what I went into. My dad taught social studies for over 30 years down at the middle school, and I'm just kind of a history guy. I think it's fascinating, and so history for sure.
Is there a specific time period that you like best?
World War II, just because I have family history there. Both my grandfathers fought in World War II, so that's kind of my passion, yeah.
That seems to be, as time goes on, that seems to be something that people take more of a fascination in, and it's really, really cool. So I think that's a great answer. All right, what's that next question going to be?
We'll go with number 7.
Number 7, what's your favorite vacation spot?
Well, I don't travel a whole lot, but we like to go down to Mesquite. We'll go down there during spring break quite a bit, mainly just to get in the sun. That's anywhere where it's warm. Those of you that have lived in Evanston for quite some time, about April, you want to find some sunshine. So anywhere I can find some sunshine.
I don't know if you have to live in Evanston very long to experience.
Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees, including nursing, BAS, and our brand new cybersecurity. Also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
It's a great time to check out the digital banking options at Trona Valley Federal Credit Union and skip the trip. Members who enroll in digital banking can make deposits remotely, check bank balances, transfer money between accounts, make loan payments, and use automatic bill pay options. You can even connect Quicken or QuickBooks to your Trona Valley digital banking accounts. Learn how digital banking with Trona Valley Federal Credit Union can make your life simpler. Stop in today. Member NCUA.
When you're looking for great deals on a vehicle, you'll find them at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston. With 2 locations to serve you, let your adventure start here. Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston, legend driven.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in the industrial construction and support services since 1982. We have the crews and equipment for hydro excavation, dirt and equipment hauling, as well as produced and potable water hauling. We also offer septic tank cleaning services, portable toilets, and roll-off dumpster rentals for facility shutdowns, on location or for your next outdoor event. Call us today to discuss how we can help with your next project. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
And welcome back as we are just about ready to play baseball. In fact, we are ready to play baseball as they've been running behind all morning, so they're trying to get back on schedule. So not much time between games here as the first pitch misses outside. Let's give you the starting lineup for the Outlaws, brought to you by Varsity Inc. We are on your team. As the next pitch to Ryder Wilson misses up and in, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Ryder will be in leadoff in center field. Walker Wilson will do the catching. He'll hit second today. Gavin Oliver hits third, and he will be the shortstop. Here's the 2-0 pitch. It is swung on and missed, and it's 2 balls and a strike on Wilson. Braxton Bauer will hit fourth. He'll be at first base. Ryan Hoover will play second and bat fifth. Jackson Osborne will do the pitching today for the Outlaws. He'll hit in the 6th spot as the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bracken Rich will be at third. He'll hit in the 7th spot. Tyson Bateman will be in right field today. He'll hit 8th. And Brody Clifton will hit 9th, and he'll be over in left as the 2-2 pitch is up, and that runs the count full, 3-2. We do not have first names for the Mayhem team, just last names, and that's Bobbi getting the start as he's on the mound here. As the right-hander has his 3-2 pitch hit foul, and the count stays full at 3-2. 3-2 pitch hit foul right back toward us and into the screen. And again, it'll stay at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So for the Outlaws, final game of the preliminary rounds here this afternoon as they take on the Outlaws under bright sunshine. Game gets started right at 1 o'clock. Little fly ball in a short center. Center fielder coming up, and he'll make the catch for the outs. Center fielder is Nelson to make that play, and there's 1 out. So there's 1 out, and that'll bring up Walker Wilson, who will be the catcher today for Evanston. Wilson pitched well yesterday. They got to the point where they had to make a decision. Were they going to stay with Walker or were they going to take him out? As the first pitch from Bobbi is up and in, actually over his head, and goes to the backstop, and it's 1-0. They made the decision on pitch count. As they move forward into the playoff brackets, they needed to be able to save Walker a little bit and his pitches available to him, so they took him out, and that's kind of when the roof fell in that 10-run inning. As the next pitch misses again, ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Here comes the 2-0 pitch to Wilson, and that again is down low, and he runs the count to 3 balls and no strikes. So Bobbi having a little bit of a tough time finding the strike zone here early on in the first inning of this game here this afternoon. As that pitch over for a strike, and it's now 3 balls and 1 strike. Wilson, who was our Pepsi player of the game and for the game last night, had a pair of hits, was 2 for 3, along with the great pitching that he did. As again, the 3-2 pitch is hit foul. He was in there for 3 1/3 innings, gave up 2 runs on 2 hits is all, as the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. So Walker goes down on strikes. That's the 2nd out, and now that'll bring up Gavin Oliver. Oliver, who had 1 hit in the nightcap last night, he was 1 for 3, and had 1 hit in the first game, although in the first game yesterday against Jerome, he was on base 3 times as he reached on a walk, and he was also hit by a pitch. Here's the 1-0. That misses down and away, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. So Bobbi has fallen behind at least 2-0 to each of the three hitters so far here in the first inning. The 2-0 pitch, little broken bat floater out towards shortstop, and it's going to get over the shortstop's head and fall. That'll be a base hit for Oliver. So with 2 outs, Oliver singles here in the first inning, and that'll bring up Braxton Bauer. So Larson, the shortstop, not able to get to that ball. So here's Bauer, the big first baseman. Hit a couple of balls pretty hard yesterday. Was 1 for 3 in the nightcap last night. He did not start in the first game of the day. Pitch is over for a strike. The throw is going to go into center field as Wilson thought about it, hesitated, now comes the third, and he's going to be out. The hesitation will always kill you, and that's exactly what happened. So Oliver will steal second base, and then he's thrown out trying to go to third. 7-5 for the third out of the inning, and Bauer will be back up there when Evanston comes up in the top of the second inning. No runs, a hit, and nobody left. We're done with a half inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first on this first Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on KNYN and on mylocalradio.com.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobbi Dolezal, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
At Uintah County School District Number 1, we have a long tradition of student excellence and success. Our vision is to provide the highest quality education for all students. We do this by providing relevant and challenging instruction. We set high expectations for our students and focus on experiences that build positive relationships, promote collaboration, and encourage maximum student effort. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
No score as we go to the bottom of the first inning as the Mayhem come up for the first time here today. We'll give you their lineup, also brought to you by our friends at Varsity Inc. As we mentioned a moment ago, we don't have their first name, so we'll go just on a last name basis as Nelson will lead off. He's the center fielder. Larson bats second at short. Phelps is the left fielder. He will bat third. Jackson Osborne on the mound for the Outlaws and comes home, and the first pitch is popped up. That'll go foul when it's 0-1. The pitcher, Bobbi, hits in the 4 spot. Watson's at third base. He'll hit 5th. Ford hits 6th. He's over in right. Makrins is the second baseman. He'll hit 7th. Lamb does the catching, and he hits a 8th. As that next pitch from Osborne is down low and goes to the backstop, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. And Smith is the big first baseman, and he will bat 9th for the Mayhem. 1-1 pitch, misses outside, 2 balls and a strike here in the bottom of the first inning. Osborne works out of the stretch. A lot of pitchers do that nowadays. That's not all that uncommon. Breaking pitch misses outside, and it's 3-1. The key is, as long as you can have the same rhythm, release point, and repeatable mechanics, it doesn't matter if you pitch out of the stretch with nobody on or not. A little floater to right field as the right fielder coming up, and Bateman there and has himself a snow cone, but he makes the catch. Nice play by Bateman. What wind there is blowing in from the left field corner in toward home plate. So that ball would have been slicing back away from Bateman, and he was able to hang on to it and make the play. So here's Larson, the shortstop. First pitch to Larson That's lifted again to right field. That's shallow, and it's going to fall, this one, in front of Bateman. So a one-out single for Larson as he dunks one into right field. First hit of the game for the Mayhem. And that'll bring up Phelps. Phelps wearing number 03 as he climbs in. The Mayhem wearing red shirts, white pants, white socks. The Outlaws wearing their road uniforms today after wearing their home whites for both the games yesterday. Blue shirts, gray pants. First pitch misses outside, ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. Outfield straight away. Bateman in right field, a little bit shallow, which is fine. And the 1-0 pitch is sliced that way, and it's going to go out of play, and it's a ball and a strike. Of course, we, again, with an abbreviated pregame show, we want to make sure we remember all of our pregame sponsors and thank them for what they do, helping making our broadcast possible. And one of those we want to remember is our friends at the Bullock Agency, Jake Major, of course. And it's the Bullock Agency, when benefits matter. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 offering. That again misses down and away. Ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. We did record an interview with Coach Todd Hoover before the game, but because the umpires wanted to start the game so quickly, we ran out of time and weren't able to bring you that interview. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Bounces up there. Nice save as Wilson keeps it out in front of home plate, but it's going to allow the runner to move up as Larson goes to second base on what will be a wild pitch. So 3-1 as Phelps climbs back in. There's 1 out here in the bottom of the first. No score in the game. Next pitch, the little roller past the mound. Here comes Oliver. He'll field it near the bag, throw across in time for the 2nd out. So on the ground out, Larson moves up to 3rd. He's there with 2 outs. And the pitcher, Bobbi, now comes up as the number 4 hitter in the lineup. So Bobbi, the right-hander, hitting from the right side, hits from a very open stance, and then radically closes it as he brings that front foot in at the last minute and hits the first pitch foul, and it's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Runner down the line from 3rd, the 0-1 pitch. Hit to center, but right there is well where Wilson hangs out. Ryder puts the squeeze on it, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit. And they leave 1 man on base. There was no errors in the inning. We're done with an inning, and we're scoreless on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard here on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on KNYN and on mylocalradio.com.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
Do something good for yourself. Give your home a new look. At Kazine's Furniture in Evanston, their friendly staff will help you make your home a peaceful and beautiful place to be. Comfortable furniture, appliances, artwork, lighting, and accessories work together to create an enjoyable and inviting atmosphere in your home. Make your living and sleeping space a wonderful place to be. With brands like Serta, Ashley, GE, and more, visit Kazine's Furniture at 941 Front Street in Evanston.
Scoreless after an inning as we go here to the 2nd inning here today, as here in the top of the 2nd inning, Braxton Brower will come back up. He was left standing at home plate when Oliver was thrown out trying to go to 3rd back in the 1st inning. So it'll be Bauer, Hoover, and Osborne, the beat part of the middle of the order for the Evanston Outlaws as we go to work here in the top of the second inning. So no score in the ball game, and here's Bauer. And the first pitch home to Bauer is hit foul back to the screen. Of course, the second inning is our fan cam inning brought to you by Kazines. We've got some folks here for the Mayhem and just a few people here enjoying the sunshine from Evanston, pulling for the Outlaws. As that pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-2 on Bauer. Bobbi ready, rocks and comes home, the 0-2 pitch. That is up high. It goes to 1-2. For Coach Nick Spall, it becomes a day of, well, maybe almost a bullpen type game as Bauer hits a ball in the air to right field. Boy, it's up in the wind, and the Ford is chasing it, and he can't get it. It's going to be 2 hops off the fence. Bauer will hustle into second base, and he's there with a leadoff double. So the big man, Braxton Bauer, doubles off the right field fence. And he's there with nobody out. And let's see if Huber, Osborne, and Rich can pick him up. So here's Ryan Hoover. Go back to that thought about today almost being a bullpen type game. You want to try to save as many pitches you can for your best pitchers headed into the playoffs, which start tomorrow. You're looking at the possibility of 2 games tomorrow and 2 games on Saturday as well if you advance that far. As once the playoffs start, as the pitch to Hoover's up high, ball 2 balls and no strikes. Then it becomes a single elimination type scenario, as they would need to have as many pitchers as they could with as many pitches available as they could, as the 2-0 pitch to Hoover is up high again, ball 3 balls and no strikes. Bobbi comes home, the next pitch is high again, and he walks Hoover on 4 pitches. Runners at first and second, nobody out. First walk for Bobbi in the game, and that'll bring up Jackson Osborne. So with that, whoever it was throwing down there, I didn't catch a number. We'll see how long they stay with Osborne, although he did fine in the first inning. As they show bunt, and the pitch is up high, ball 1 ball and no strikes. Osborne, who caught both games yesterday, was 0 for 2 in the nightcap against Ridgeline. Struck out a couple of times. And pitch hit foul back into the screen on the bunt attempt, and it's 1-2. Osborne reached on a hit in the first inning of the first game and then made out a couple of times after that. There's the bunt, and the throw to first base is wild, and it goes into foul territory. Bauer will score. They're going to wave Hoover home. The throw is too late as Evanston breaks on top, and they lead 2-0. It'll go as a sacrifice E1 that allows the runners to come in, as Osborne ends up at second base, as both Bauer and Hoover able to come in on the throwing error against Bobbi. So it's 2-0 Evanston. And here is Rich with a runner at second base, as the first pitch to Rich is over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Still nobody out here, as they get a courtesy runner at second base for Osborne, as next pitch to Rich is a fastball that misses outside, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. So just what you wanted to see, Evanston break on top. Look out. Fastball up and in, goes behind Rich. Kind of glares out to the mound as he starts to walk around a little bit. Now asks for and gets timeout. Evanston scored first in the first game yesterday against Jerome, but not in the nightcap last night. 2-1 pitch misses down and away, and it's 3 balls and a strike here on Bracken Rich. Tyson Bateman waiting on deck. The 3-1 pitch. It is high, ball 4, as Rich took a moment, kind of hung on to the bat like he wasn't going to be satisfied with the walk, and he throws the bat away and heads down to first base. Still nobody out. Runners at first and second for the Outlaws, and we're going to get a visit to the mound as all of a sudden Bobbi's going to meet the coach at the foul line and hand him the baseball. So I'm not sure if they just not liking what they see out of Bobbi, or Bobbi doesn't feel right, but whatever the case may be, we're going to have a pitching change here in the top of the second inning. 2-0 Evanston. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is right after this.
With 25 years of successful industry experience, Mountain West Business Solutions looks forward to providing all of our customers with exceptional service, industry-leading technology, and a one-of-a-kind buying experience. We will streamline your workflow and increase your productivity by assessing your business needs and helping you choose the correct solution that fits the needs for your business. Great people, great products, and great service. Mountain West Business Solutions, 133 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
What is Uinta BOCES #1? It's your community college to pursue your degree or certificate. It's high school equivalency. It's CPR and other workforce training. It's cooking and computer classes. It's 3D printers, vinyl cutters, and other free tools. We're many different things to many different people, meeting the education needs of the place we call home. So what is Uinta BOCES #1? That's for you to decide. Come see us today and let us help you make your educational dreams come true.
Well, the pitching change, the new pitcher is Mikrans as he comes in. He was the second baseman, as I believe Bobbi moves over to play second base. But either way, he'll face Tyson Bateman, the first batter he'll face, still with nobody out and 2 men on that he inherits. As Bateman shows bunt, gets the bunt down. Mikrans down to get it, makes a good throw to first base, and the sacrifice works, and both runners move up. So that's the first out of the inning. As Tyson Bateman sacrifice bunt, he's out 1-3, and that'll bring up Brody Clifton. So runners at second and third. Clifton, the number 9 hitter in the lineup today, hits a ball off the end of the bat and rolls it into right field. Base hit. 1 run is in. They're going to wave home Rich, and he will score as well. It's 4-0. And then they throw back, and they get Clifton trying to go to second base. But more importantly, he singles home 2 runs to make it a 4-0 game. As the throw was cut off, coming to the plate, and Clifton is out 3-6, trying to advance to second base for the second out of the inning. But he singles in 2. Base is empty. Now back to the top of the order, and Ryder Wilson up there now, who flew out to center his first time up. So 4-0 as Evanston pops a crooked number here early on as that pitch is up high. 1 ball and 1 strike on Ryder Wilson. The 1-1 pitch hit towards center. That's going to be in for a hit as Wilson collects his first hit as he singles with 2 outs here in the second inning. 3rd hit of the inning, 4th hit overall for the Outlaws. So here is Walker Wilson, the catcher who struck out his first time up. Two outs here in the top of the second. There goes the runner. The pitch is high. The throw is pretty good, but it bounces off the glove of Bobbi. As it's safe at second base is Ryder Wilson as he swipes second base. So Wilson steals the bag. 1 ball and no strikes. Comes the 1-0 pitch. Popped up. That'll go in the foul territory and land untouched. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. We also want to thank our friends at the Big Country Properties office. Bobbi Dolezal helping sponsor the pregame show. Bobbi Dolezal will make it happen at Big Country Properties. Ball and a strike on Walker Wilson. Runner at second base for the Outlaws. 4 runs home here in the second inning. Is that pitch over for a strike? And it's now 1-2. So ball and 2 strikes on Wilson. The 1-2 pitch. High. They throw back to second, but there goes Ryder for third, and he is safe. As the catcher Lamb stood up and threw back to second base with Ryder Wilson way off the bag, Ryder broke for third and was able to beat the throw back behind him. So he ends up stealing third base as well. He's there now with 2 outs. So Nick Small kind of getting a little roll in the dice as that pitch is swung on and missed as Wilson strikes out for the second time today as the Outlaws are gone here in the top of the second inning. 4 runs on 3 hits. There was an error, and they leave 1 on base as well. So we're done with an inning and a half as we'll go to the bottom of the second. 4-0 Evanston on the Heritage Auto scoreboard on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on KNYN and on MyLocalRadio.com.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When you get to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. Best Western Dunmar Inn, Evanston.
Now you've got a safe and secure place to store your boat, RV, ATVs, and other vehicles right in town. T-Bar Body Shop offers storage for just $35 per month. Long and short-term storage options are available. Of course, T-Bar Body Shop also offers custom bodywork when you have an accident. We work with your insurance directly and get the job done right. T-Bar Body Shop offers a wide range of services. Stop in today and see all the ways T-Bar can serve you. 515 County Road, Evanston. Let T-Bar fix your car.
So a big inning for the Outlaws as they post 4 runs in the top of the second. So we'll go bottom 2. And here for the Mayhem, it'll be Watson, Ford, and Mikrons to lead off the first 3 batters that Jackson Osborne will face. And as we go to the bottom of the second, that right-hander gets up and starts to throw again down in the bullpen for the Outlaws. So if Osborne gets in any hint of trouble, they will have somebody ready to come in behind him if needed. Here's Watson. Hits the first pitch, pops it straight up into the wind as the catcher, Walker Wilson, able to put that away. So 1 pitch, 1 out. As that ball had come back into fair territory, so it's a pop out to the catcher. And that's the first out. And now here's the right fielder, Ford. First pitch to Ford, it popped up. That's in foul territory as well. Bauer giving chase, but it's going to land just out of play. And it's no balls and 1 strike. So we talked a little bit about wood bats last night, if you weren't with us. We have some more wood bat facts that we'll pass along here as we go along. The 0-1 at Mrs. Little breaking pitch is down low, 1 ball and 1 strike. As we're coming to you live from the Union broadcast booth here at the field here in Pocatello, Hollowell Field. As that pitch swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. Union, of course, offering high-speed internet for you and for your office. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the 1-2 pitch. And misses down low, little breaking pitch, and runs the count even to 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, base is empty. The 2-2 pitch. That's lined toward right center. That's going to get down. That's going to kind of split the gap. Wilson over to cut it off, and get it back in a hurry, and in doing so, he will hold Ford to a long single. So good hustle by Ryder Wilson to get the ball back in. And that'll bring up Mikrens, who started the game at second base and is now on the mound, replacing Bauer in the first inning. Second hit of the game for the Mayhem. First pitch to Mikrens is swung on and missed. Jackson ready again. As Osborne's pitch again hit foul off the first base side, and it's 0-2. Of course, the wooden bats, the majority of those have been made for a long time by the good folks at Louisville Slugger, as they even have their own plantation with trees there, where they harvest their own trees. As the ball popped up, shortstop going out. As the shortstop by Osborne lost it in the sun and wasn't able to make the play. However, the ball landed right at his feet, and he was able to get it in, and they get the force out at second base on Ford. So Mikrens will end up reaching on a fielder's choice. Becomes a 6-4 force play for the second out. Mikrens on first with 2 outs now. And here comes Lamb, the catcher. So with all the bats that they make, as there goes the runner, the pitch is outside and the throw through is not in time. So stolen base for Mikrens as he swipes second. Moves into scoring position with 2 outs. All Louisville Slugger bats, that's the most popular and has been for years and years, most popular brand of wooden bats used in Major League Baseball up until just a few years ago were always Louisville Sluggers. As a ground ball into left field, that'll be a base hit. Ball gets behind the left fielder. The throw back to second base is not in time. However, the runner for Mikrens comes around to score as Lamb singles in the run to make it a 4-1 game. And that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Smith, the first baseman. And all the bats that Louisville Slugger makes for both major and minor league baseball, they're all made in their plant in Louisville, Kentucky. As the first pitch to Smith swung on and missed. They have another plant that's in Ellicottville, New York, and that's where they make bats for retail sales. If you go buy a Louisville Slugger at a sporting goods store or maybe at Walmart, that bat was not made in Kentucky. Rather, it was made in Ellicott, in New York. As the pitch swung on and missed, and it's 0-2 now on Smith. Jackson ready. Looks back at second base. Here comes Osborne. He's going to back off as Lamb, actually the runner for Lamb, as you have a pinch runner out there for him. They're dugout yelling at him to get off the base farther here with 2 outs, and they're not really holding him. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Doesn't matter how far you're leading off if the guy at the plate strikes out. Smith's out on 3 pitches as the Mayhem settle for the 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We're done with 2 here today from Pocatello, and after a couple innings, it is the Evanston Outlaws 4 and the Mayhem 1.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hard-working staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Dad, I heard that human eyes can distinguish between 1 to 10 million different colors. Is that true?
That is true. The human eye is amazing. We use our eyes not only to work and learn, but also to simply enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we care about each individual's eye health needs. Whether a person is looking for computer glasses, polarized sunglasses to assist in outdoor hobbies, contact lenses, or has general eye health needs, we are here to listen to our patients' thoughts and concerns to help them enjoy their amazing eyes.
Call today to schedule an appointment. 789-3937.
Well, as we move along here to the top of the third inning, the Outlaws leading by a score of 4-1. And here in the third for Evanston, they will send up Gavin Oliver, Braxton Bauer, and Ryan Hoover. After sending 8 men to the plate last inning, scored 4 runs on 3 hits and chased the starting pitcher, Bobbi. So here is Mike Rins moving into his second inning of work. And Gavin Oliver up there for his second at-bat, takes a first pitch fastball for a strike. Gavin singled, stole second. The throw to second base went into center field, but he got up and hesitated before running for third as he swings and misses here, and it's 0-2. The hesitation is what got him, because it allowed the center fielder, Nelson, to retrieve the ball and then throw him out at third base. Big chopper over the mound. Second baseman, Bobbi, able to backhand that and get it over to first base in time for the out. So 1 out as Oliver grounds out, and that'll bring up Braxton Bauer. Bauer crushed the ball in his first at-bat. Hit it off the fence in right field and doubled and scored the first of the 4 runs last inning. As the first pitch misses outside, ball 1. But as hard as Bauer hit it, it just shows you what kind of a Herculean effort it's going to take to get a ball out of here today. As what wind there is kind of blowing in on most hitters as the pitch swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. As the next pitch up high, 2 balls and a strike. But he hit it hard and hit it off the right field fence, as Ford went back on the ball, was not able to get there in time. 2-1, fastball on the outside corner to knees, and evens the count at 2-2. The third inning of today's game brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision, where our vision is to improve yours. The 2-2. Misses down low, runs the count full, 3-2 now on Bauer. Micron's ready again. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and dropped at home plate on the swing and a miss. They'll have to record the out at first base, which they do. As Bauer goes down on strikes, he's out 2-3. That's the second out of the inning. First strikeout for Microns. Check that. Second strikeout for Microns, my bad. And now with 2 outs, here's Ryan Hoover. Hoover walked and came around to score last inning, one of the 4 runs. As at the plate yesterday, he was 1 for 5 overall on the day, 0 for 2 in the nightcap against Ridgeline as he takes that pitch high, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. So 2 out, bases empty here, top of 3. Micron's ready again, rocks and comes home. Pitch swung on and missed. Good fastball that he got past Hoover. Now ready again. Here's the 2-1. Goes back to the breaking pitch. It stays high. Kind of turned it over and ran it back in toward Hoover. But it's either way, it was a ball, and he falls behind the Outlaw second baseman. 3 balls and a strike as that pitch is down low. In fact, he kind of stumbled releasing the ball. And for the second time in as many at-bats, Ryan Hoover draws a walk. That's the 3rd walk issued to Evanston hitters so far here in the first 2 2/3 innings of play. And here's Jackson Osborne. Osborne gave himself up in the first inning with a sacrifice bunt, but then the pitcher Bobbi picked up the ball and threw it away and threw it into foul territory. And by the time he did, by the time they got it back in, 2 runs had scored, and Osborne was standing at second base and eventually worked his way around to score as well. As that pitch swung out and missed, the runner goes. The throw through is going to be in time to get him. So Hoover is out, caught stealing 2-4, and that's the way the inning will end, and Osborne will be back up there when the Outlaws come back up in the third. We're done with 2.5. Evanston up 4-1 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on KNYN and on MyLocalRadio.com.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Well, as we move to the bottom of the third, 4-1, Evanston on top as Jackson Osborne stays out there. But the right-hander down in the bullpen for Evanston continues to play catch behind him. So as we go here to the bottom of the third inning, it will be back to the top of the order for the Mayhem. So that means Nelson, Larson, Phelps, the top 3. Nelson flew out to right his first time up. So 0 for 1. Osborne's first pitch, little breaking ball, misses down low, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. 4 runs, 4 hits, and an error for Evanston through the first 2.5. The 1-0. That's a hit to center, hit pretty well. Ryder's coming in. Now Wilson goes back a few steps, but he's there and makes the catch. Nelson hit it pretty well, but he hit it right at Ryder Wilson in center field for the first out, and that'll bring up Larson, the shortstop. 1 run, 3 hits, and no errors. Check that 1 error for the Mayhem. So here's Larson, singled, got as far as third base back in the first inning, but was left there as the first pitch misses down low, ball 1, 1 ball with no strikes. Osborne ready again, and the 1-0. Bounces up there, ball 2, 2-0. Having a hard time making out the number on the back of the jersey of the guy throwing down in the Evanston bullpen. Two balls, no strikes on Larson. Here's the next pitch home. That's on the corner for a strike, and it's 2-1. Two and 1 or 3-1? I think the umpire just held up 3-1. Here's the next pitch. That's going to be sliced foul along the right field side. Back amongst the fans, enjoying an afternoon out on the grass under the trees here at the ballpark, as it runs the count full, 3-2. Osborne ready again with a new baseball and comes home here with the 3-2 pitch as it misses down and away. So it's a 1-out walk. Larson will head down to first base. First walk given up by Jackson Osborne this afternoon. And with one out and a man aboard, here is the left fielder, Phelps. Phelps battled Osborne back in the first inning. Faced quite a few pitches before finally grounding out and lines this one into center field for a hit. Going right to second base is Larson. He'll stay there. Runners at first and second and one out here in the bottom of the third inning. Hit number 4 on the game for the Mayhem. And that'll bring up Bobbi, who was the starting pitcher and is now playing at second base. He flew out to center field his first time up. He's 0 for 1. So Bobbi comes to the plate with one out, representing what would be the tying run in this little rally that the Mayhem have going. As the first pitch misses outside from Osborne, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Larson's at second, Phelps at first. Outfield straight away. Average depth here against Bobbi. And the 1-0. Bounces up there, nice save. Goes the runner for third, and the throw is going to be not in time. And then behind the play, Phelps moves up to second base as well. So the pitch in the dirt like that, Larson was not running until the pitch on the pitch, so that will be a wild pitch to allow both runners to move up. So runners at second and third. Still only one out. Now Bobbi now with a chance to pick up a couple of runs as the 3-2-0 pitch misses down low, and it's 3 balls and no strikes. The 3-0. He's taking all the way and takes it outside and low, ball 4. So a pair of walks and a hit here in the inning. Loads the bases with one out. And here comes Nick Small out to the mound. Let's see. They had that right-hander throwing in the bullpen for the last couple of innings. Let's see if they're going to. This is just a pep talk for Osborne, or if they're going to bring a hook with him and make a change here with a 4-1 lead. But the tying runs are on base with the bases loaded and only one out. Reminder that the third inning of today's game is brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision, where our vision is to improve yours. As it looks like it will be a pitching change as the new pitcher comes on here for the Outlaws. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll come back. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is coming in right after this.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with a fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy.
Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
In the past, when you needed a crown, it took multiple appointments and a mouthful of goop to create a mold of your teeth. Those days are gone. Bear River Dental has equipment that gets your crown done in one appointment.
So this is the scanner for our same-day crowns, and as you can see, we go through, we scan it, and then we're able to design exactly what your crown's going to look like, and then we send that to the mill, and it's going to cut it out. It's going to look just like it's shown on the screen.
The same-day crown machine builds your new crown for a perfect fit. Same-day crowns are one of the many services offered at Bear River Dental in Evanston. Call today to schedule an appointment.
The new pitcher for the Outlaws is Damon Kamen. As the number 29 looked like a number 20, couldn't be distinguished between the two, but Kamen comes in and he will be the new pitcher. He inherits a bases loaded situation and one out here in the bottom of the third inning, with the Outlaws leading 4-1, so the tying runs are out there on the base paths. For Osborne, he went 2 1/3, gave up 4 hits, no runs so far, but he is 1 run so far, but he is responsible for the 3 men on base here as well. He walked 2, struck out 1. So Kamen gives the ball to the base umpire for a moment, who kind of rubs it up for him a little bit, hands it back to him, and now Kamen climbs on top of the bump, and we're ready to go. First man he will face is Watson, who fouled out his first time up. And the first pitch is over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Larson's at third, Phelps at second, Bobbi over at first. 2 walks and a hit here in the inning. Load the bases. Curveball kind of hung up there as Watson pulls it foul, and it's 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes. Our first look at Kamen on the bump this weekend, as that pitch is outside, 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Popped up, foul again behind home plate. That'll go out of play, and it stays at a ball and 2 strikes. So we're playing here in the bottom of inning number 3. Preston on top on the Heritage Auto scoreboard, 4-1. 1 out, bases full. Out of the stretch, he'll come home to Watson with the 1-2. Misses high and away. Snap throw back to first, dangerous. As a low throw, but it was the first baseman, Braxton Bauer, able to dig that out of the dirt to keep it from going into right field. So the pitch was outside and low, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Came in ready again, the 2-2. Curve, got him, great pitch. That big 12-6 curveball that he dropped right over the plate for the second out. As Watson goes down looking. So that 12-6 curveball breaks straight down. Second strikeout for Evanston pitchers today. And here is Ford, who singled his first time up and takes the first pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Ford singles and then was out on a force play last inning. The 0-1. Breaking ball. That one stays up high. In fact, it breaks around the head of Ford as he kind of ducks out of the way of it, and it's a ball and a strike. Outfield playing straight up, medium deep, as Bateman, the right fielder, maybe just a little shallower. Actually, it's not Bateman in right field. Bateman left. That is Osborne now in right field. So Kamen will go into Osborne's spot in the lineup. The 2-1 pitch misses outside. Again, a snap throw to third, and again on a bounce as Bauer able to keep it in front of him again. It's 3 balls and a strike. So 3-1, bases loaded. Big situation here for the Outlaws early in this game. The 3-1 pitch. Hit foul back to the screen. That'll run the count full, 3-2. So with the count full at 3-2, that means the runners will be away on the upcoming pitch with 2 outs. So if Ford can find a gap someplace, he would certainly be able to clear the bases. Came in ready. Runners away, they go, 3-2, and the pitch is low, ball 4. That'll walk over a run. Third walk of the inning, as Ford will pick up an RBI on the walk, as Larson comes in to make it a 4-2 game. Still only the 1 walk or 1 hit rather, and 3 walks in the inning to produce the run. So here's the pitcher, Mikrans, as the pitch is outside of the breaking ball, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's up high again, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. So Kamen, who came in throwing strikes and throwing hard, now all of a sudden maybe has lost the release point a little bit. Wilson reminding all the infielders to knock the ball down here with 2 outs. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Swung on, hit foul back into the screen, and it's 2-1. So 4-2 here in the bottom of the third. And Larson Oliver trying to bird dog the runner at second base, as Kamen also with the bluff. And that chases the runner back there, Bobbi, back to the bag. Here comes the 2-1. Chopped foul. Evens the count at 2-2 as the ball rolls over by the Evanston dugout on the third base side. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 offering from Kamen. Ground ball to third as he bobbles it. Able to make the play across in time for the out as Rich kind of bobbled it but hung with it and made the play across, as the Mayhem will have to settle for just the 1 run on 1 hit. There was also 3 walks in the inning, and they leave the bases loaded. So we're done with 3 as we head to the head to the 4th. On the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard, it's the Outlaws 4 and the Mayhem 2 on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on mylocalradio.com.
Dad, I heard that human eyes can distinguish between 1 to 10 million different colors. Is that true?
That is true. The human eye is amazing. We use our eyes not only to work and learn, but also to simply enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we care about each individual's eye health needs. Whether a person is looking for computer glasses, polarized sunglasses to assist in outdoor hobbies, contact lenses, or has general eye health needs, we are here to listen to our patients' thoughts and concerns to help them enjoy their amazing eyes.
Call today to schedule an appointment. 789-3937.
Uinta County School District Number 4 has established a tradition of excellence in academics and extracurricular activities. This is made possible by the positive relationship that exists between families and the school district. Our celebration of each student's success is a product of an entire community, making student success a top priority. We are blessed with an outstanding staff whose interaction with students makes the world a better place. Uinta County School District Number 4, continuing our tradition of excellence. Go Buffs!
All right, we're through 3 innings, 4 runs, 4 hits for the Outlaws, 2 runs on 4 hits for the Mayhem. So we go here to the top of inning number 4, and as we do, it'll be Osborne, Rich, and Damon Kamen due up for the Outlaws. Osborne was left standing at home plate when Hoover was thrown out trying to steal second base, so he'll lead off here as we go to the 4th inning. Osborne, who after being taken off out of the pitching role, went out and is now playing right field. As Micron's ready, comes home. The first pitch is a fastball that's high, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. Starting to get another right-hander throwing down in the bullpen for the Outlaws, just to keep things moving forward. As that pitch hit foul, and it's 1-1. So we talked about this being almost more of a bullpen game. No one's going to be allowed to use up a whole lot of pitches in this game, getting ready for tomorrow and hopefully into Saturday, as Rhett Anderson is warming up down in the bullpen as the 1-1 pitch is up high, and it's 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch. That's lined at the second baseman, as Bobbi able to make that play. Osborne hit it hard, but hits it right at the second baseman for the first out. And that'll bring up Bracken Rich. Rich walked and scored his first time up here this afternoon. First pitch to Rich, swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. Outfield straight away for him. The right fielder, as looks like they've taken Ford out of the game. He's not out there in right field anymore. Let's see if we can figure out who the new right fielder is. As the 0-2 pitch popped up, Wind's going to blow that into foul ground. First baseman Smith giving chase, but not able to get there. So it's 0-2. As Rich back up there waiting for the right fielder to get back in position. I believe that the new right fielder is Walker, as they only had one reserve on their roster. As a pitch to Rich is swung on and missed. That's the second out. Third strikeout for Micron since coming in. Fourth Evanston batter overall to go down on strikes today. And here is Damon Kamen coming up for his first at-bat of the day. Kamen had 3 hits overall yesterday, 3 for 4 between the 2 games. So amongst anything else, it's nice to have his bat back in the lineup, as that pitch is up high. 2 balls and no strikes. Next pitch to Kamen, up high again, ball 3. The 3-0 pitch is over, and it's now 3-1. So 2 outs. One thing that Evanston has not done today is go out in order, as the pitch is outside, ball 4, and they won't here either, as Kamen will draw a 2-out walk as he heads down to first base, and that brings up Brody Clifton. And is also going to get another visit to the mound, as the entire infield will get together as the head coach comes out, Coach Bobbi, as they did have a right-hander playing catch down in the bullpen. We'll see if they're going to play the pitch count game here as well, or they're going to stay with Microns here with 2 outs in the inning. So they'll stay with Microns as Coach Bobbi will turn and head back to the dugout. Brody Clifton will come up. Clifton singled his first time up and drove in 2 runs. So with a couple of RBIs, drove in the 3rd and 4th runs of that 4-run top of the second inning for the Outlaws. And he comes up here with 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Microns looks back at first. There goes the runner. The pitch is high, the throw is higher, and it goes into center field. And Kamen gets up to his feet and heads to third. So that's a stolen base and an error on the catcher. It allows him to go to third base. So with 2 outs, Damon Kamen stands at third. And Brody Clifton with a 2-out hit can pick up his 3rd RBI of the game. The 1-0 pitch is up high, ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. So 2-0. The 2-0 pitch to Kamen. Little roller past the mound. Takes a weird hop. Shortstop Larson has it. Throws. Not in time, and the run is in. Took a weird bounce off the mound to the point where Microns couldn't make the play. And by the time Larson charged and fielded off the infield grass, his throw to first was not in time as Clifton hustles up the line as he picks up the infield hit and the run, and it's now 5-1. As the back to the top of the order, and Ryder Wilson up there, and the first pitch to Ryder is up high, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Again, the pitch high. They throw back behind the runner as Clifton able to get back in over at first base. So 5-1 as Evanston adds to their lead. Check that, 5-2, I should say, as Evanston adds to their lead. Next pitch home to Wilson. Popped up foul. That'll go back over our heads. Again, they look at first. There goes the runner. Is Clifton going to second base, and he is going to be out, as Ryder Wilson will be up there when we go to the 5th inning, as well as Brody Clifton thrown out, caught stealing 2-4 as that inning comes to an end. But the Outlaws add a run on a hit. There was an error and nobody left. We'll go to the middle of the 3rd. Middle of the 4th, I should say, after 3.5 on the Heritage Auto scoreboard. It's Evanston 5 and the Mayhem 2. We'll be right back.
Get back to feeling your best with Evanston Regional Hospital Physical Therapy. If you find yourself struggling with pain or limited mobility in your everyday life, your recovery starts here. With a personalized treatment plan just for you, our experienced physical therapists will help you every step of the way to reach your goals and get back to doing what you love. Call us today to schedule an appointment. Evanston Regional Hospital, helping you get your life back.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same day and next day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
5-2 Outlaws as we go here to the bottom of the 4th inning. As Lamb will lead it off. Lamb, Smith, and back to the top of the order, Nelson, 8, 9, and 1 to up here for the Mayhem. Talking about wooden bats and Louisville Slugger and the bats they've produced, do you realize that the vast majority of all the players that have been enshrined into the Baseball Hall of Fame were under endorsement contracts with Louisville Sluggers? The pitch lined to center. Up comes Ryder Wilson and makes the catch just off the top of the grass. So Lamb flies out to center. And with one out, that brings up the third baseman, Smith. So there's so many different ideas as Walker is going to come up now and hit for Smith. So Walker will be dropped into the lineup here as Smith leaves the game. Smith was 0 for 1, struck out his only time up. So here's Walker up there for his first time. And there's, of all the different models and styles of bats, as the first pitch from Come On misses down and away, ball 1. Players can just about have bats designed to their liking as far as weight distribution, handle sizes, whatever it might be, as the pitch to Walker misses outside and low, ball 2, 2-0. Such was the case with Ted Williams. They said that Ted was such in tune with his bats, not because he was such a great hitter, but he just had a great feel as the pitch is down low, ball 3, 3-0. That at the beginning of a year, players would get deliveries of bats. They get several boxes of bats, cases of bats delivered to them. As Walker takes the pitch outside and low, ball 4. He walks on 4 pitches and heads down to first base. Second walk for Kamen since he came in on the mound for the Outlaws. So back to the top of the order, and Nelson, the center fielder, is 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. There goes the runner and a balk. As the runner, Walker, broke before Kamen came home. And when everybody yelled, there he went, as Kamen had started to break his hands and stopped. So the balk moves Walker into scoring position. As the first pitch here to Nelson over for a strike, and it's 0-1. So Ted Williams got this delivery of bats at spring training, and he took one out. Didn't like it. Put it back in the box, took out another. Didn't like that one either. So he decided he was going to open another box of bats as Nelson asked for and gets timeout from the home plate umpire. 1 out, 0-1 the count. So for Williams, he didn't like any of the bats. He tried to swing all of them. So as any good consumer would do, well, he sent them back. I'm under contract. I'm under an endorsement contract with you guys. You're going to make the bats the way I like them. He sent them back. Well, the folks at Louisville Slugger decided they would check the bats against the manufacturing specs for Williams. As one hopper back to the mound is stabbed by Kamen, makes a good play on it and throws back over to first in time to get the out. Walker moves over to third, but he's there now with 2 outs. And that'll bring up the shortstop Larson with a man at third. They asked Ted Williams what the problem was, and he said the bats just didn't feel right. They weren't to his specifications. So they went back and they started checking randomly the bats that Williams had returned, and come to find out that all of the bats were made the same. However, all of the bats were also a 1/4 of an ounce heavier than what Williams had wanted. And Ted was such in tune with his equipment and his bats as the pitch misses inside, 1 ball and no strikes on Larson. Ted Williams was so in tune with his bats and the way he wanted them that he could tell just by picking up the bats and trying to swing them as the pitch over for a strike and it's 1-1, that the bats weren't to his specifications, but he could tell they were just out just enough and just a 1/4 of an ounce heavier than what he wanted to swing. The 1-1 pitch is up high, ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Remains 5-2, runner at third base and 2 outs. And Damon Kamen trying to get the last out, the 2-1 pitch. Popped up in the infield, going out on the ball is Hoover, able to put that away on the pop-up as they get Larson for the first time today. No runs, no hits, a walk, but they leave him standing over at third base, and no errors in the inning as well. So we're done with 4 here this afternoon. We'll move along to the 5th on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. The Outlaws are up 5-2 on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com.
This presentation on MyLocalRadio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Freeway Tire offers a nationwide service protection plan that covers service parts and labor on select systems, keeping your vehicle on the road. Plus, it includes coverage for towing, lockout service, flat tire changing, fuel, oil, and water delivery service, and jump starts. Knowing that your vehicle is covered at over 50,000 dealer locations nationwide provides that peace of mind wherever you are. Get the details. Visit Freeway Tire and ask about the service protection plan. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
So Kamen able to wiggle off the hook and get out of the inning without giving up any runs. It stays 5-2 as we head to the 5th. Welcome back to the Union broadcast booth. Union offering high-speed internet for your home and for your office. Ryder Wilson was left standing at home plate when Brody Clifton was thrown out for the final out of the 4th inning. So the Outlaws will start from the top of the order here in the top of the 5th. Wilson, and Oliver due up. Ryder shows bunts it foul up along the first base side, and he'll have to come back. It's 0-1. So only game of the day today for the Outlaws. They split 2 yesterday. Mayhem have another game coming up later this evening as they'll face Jerome coming up at 6 tonight on the other field, on Hawthorne Field, which is the field out beyond center field that they play a lot of games on here as well. Is the pitch up high, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, on this Saturday, full slate of action in the big leagues today. As the pitch again hit foul, that's off the mask of the catcher Lamb, and it's now 1-2. Got some games in the books already, a couple of games going on. One of those is over in the Bay Area. As they're in the 3rd inning at Oakland. Tampa has put up a couple of runs early. They lead the Oakland A's today 2-0 in the 3rd inning. In case you missed it in the news yesterday, the Nevada Assembly, the other house of the state government, also approved the plan for some $30 million as the state's portion of the costs needed to build the new ballpark in Las Vegas. As again the pitch hit foul back up here, end up on top of the press box, and it stays at 2-2. So the only thing keeping the A's in Oakland at this point is the governor signing the bill, which everybody thinks he will do early next week. As the pitch up high, runs the count full 3-2, and then the vote of the owners to allow the transfer of the franchise from Oakland to Las Vegas. As that pitch misses outside, and it's ball 4. So Ryder Walker will walk to lead off here in the top of the 5th as he heads down to first base. Second walk given up by Mikrans. And now here is Walker Wilson, who's 0 for 2, has struck out a couple of times. Philadelphia leading in a day game down in Arizona, playing in the 3rd inning. It's 2-0 there. One game already in the books. Baltimore at home beat Toronto by a score of 4-2 at Camden Yards. Here's the first pitch to Wilson. High snap throw back to first by Lamb is not in time. So 1 ball and no strikes. Other games still to come today. Detroit will be at Minnesota. Colorado is at Atlanta. The bunt's a good bunt. Get it down on the first base side as they're going to say that he ran around the tag of Bobbi, but that he did not run out of the baseline. Wow. As certainly Wilson looked like he'd made a hard right-hand turn to get away from the tag, but the base umpire appealed to the home plate umpire, who said no, he did not leave the baseline. So it's a bunt single, 2 on and nobody out. So here's Oliver, as Oliver punches it foul as he tried to bunt. And it's 0-1. Wind's starting to pick up just a little bit. It's kind of changed directions a little bit more as well. Kind of blowing, instead of from the left field corner to the right field corner, now blowing more straight in. Again, another bunt up along the line. This time they pick it up and make the play over to first base as both runners able to advance. They throw back behind Ryder Wilson over at first base, but he's able to get back in there. So the sacrifice bunt works, 1-3. Both runners move up. So the Outlaws with runners at second and third and 1 out here in the inning. Here's Braxton Bauer. Doubled, struck out, 1 for 2. As the first pitch is up high, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. Other games still to come today. The Angels are in Texas to take on the Rangers. Pittsburgh will be in Chicago to take on the Cubs. As the pitch up high again to Bauer, 2-0. Washington will take on the Astros down in Texas. Cleveland's in San Diego, and the White Sox are in Los Angeles to take on the Dodgers tonight. As Bauer hits it foul along the left right field side. And it's 2 balls and a strike on Bauer. Runners now away from their bases. The 2-1 pitch goes to the backstop. Here comes Ryder Wilson to the plate. He will score on the wild pitch as Walker moves up to third. So the wild pitch allows the run to come in, and it's 6-2. as Evanston moves back out to that 4-run lead again like they had a couple innings ago. So Migrants will continue to work out of the stretch, and the 3-1 pitch is up high, ball 4, as he loses Bauer. Second walk of the inning, and Evanston will have runners at the corners and only one out in the inning, as here is Ryan Hoover. Hoover's walked twice, so without an official at-bat, but the last time he was out there on the base paths with 2 outs after he walked, he was caught stealing to end the third inning. So here he is in the 5th, as that first pitch to Hoover is over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Run home in the inning on 1 hit. Pair of walks in the inning as well. Here comes the 0-1. Hoover takes that and takes it up high again, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. You can hear the wind now. We talked about how it kind of changed directions and blowing straight in from left field, blowing into our microphones. The 1-1 pitch. That misses down low. Again, ball 2, 2-1. So before, a left-handed hitter, a good pull hitter, or somebody who hit it the other way, like Bauer did in his first at-bat, when he doubled off the right field wall, would get help from the wind. Now you're not going to get any help at all. The 2-1. Fastball misses outside, ball 3. It's 3 balls and a strike. So 3-1 on Hoover with 1 out here in the top of the 5th as the pitches swung on and missed. The runs the count full, now 3-2. Only 1 out, so doubtful they might try to, I doubt they would try to start Bauer to stay out of a double play at first base, which they don't, and the pitch is hit foul. Count stays at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again, just a bright, sunshiny day, just a few whispery clouds off in the distance. The 3-2 pitch swung on and missed, so Hoover goes down on strikes. That's the second out of the inning. 4th strikeout for Migrants. And with 2 outs, here is Jackson Osborne. Osborne 0 for 1 officially, had a sacrifice bunt and then lined out his last time up. So 2 outs, runners at the corners, a run in here in the inning for the Outlaws. They lead 6-2 as Osborne hits it foul off the first base side. It's 0-1. Playing the top of inning number 5 here, as the next pitch is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Been playing about an hour and 25 minutes as this game started right at 1 o'clock today. There goes Bauer. The pitch swung on and missed, and the throw through is going to be not in time as it took a weird bounce, and Bauer slid under the tag, and coming home to score from third on the throw was Wilson. So Bauer, the big man, rumbles down to second base and steals the bag, and the throw through allows Walker to come home for the second run of the inning. Next pitch misses inside again. So they extend the lead. They now lead by 5. That's their biggest lead of the game for the Outlaws. That's going to be driven to center field. Nelson comes up, now has to go back a couple of steps, but he's there and makes the catch for the 3rd out. But the damage is done as Evanston adds a couple of runs on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th with the Outlaws leading 7-2 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com.
With 25 years of successful industry experience, Mountain West Business Solutions looks forward to providing all of our customers with exceptional service, industry-leading technology, and a one-of-a-kind buying experience. We will streamline your workflow and increase your productivity by assessing your business needs and helping you choose the correct solution that fits the needs for your business. Great people, great products, and great service. Mountain West Business Solutions, 133 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
What is Uinta BOCES #1? It's your community college to pursue your degree or certificate. It's high school equivalency. It's CPR and other workforce training. It's cooking and computer classes. It's 3D printers, vinyl cutters, and other free tools. We're many different things to many different people, meeting the education needs of the place we call home. So what is Uinta BOCES #1? That's for you to decide. Come see us today and let us help you make your educational dreams come true.
So Evanston with their biggest lead of the day, 5 runs. It's 7-2 as we go here to the bottom of the 5th inning. Welcome back to the Union broadcast booth. And here in the bottom of the 5th, it'll be Phelps, Bobbi, and Watson, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up here for the Mayhem, who now trailing by 5 and are starting to have their outs starting to run a little short. Phelps 1 for 2, singled and grounded out. So as we play here in the bottom of the 5th inning, if the game goes 7, the Mayhem would be down to just 9 outs left in the game. As the first pitch here is popped up behind second base. That is Osborne now playing second base to be able to put that away. 1 pitch, 1 out as Phelps pops up. So there's 1 out, and here's Bobbi. Bobbi walked his last time up. He's 0 for 1 overall, officially on the game. Flew out to center back in the first inning. Chases that pitch, and he pops that up right in the middle of the infield as Kamen says he'll take it and does. So 2 pitches and 2 outs. Can't get much more economical than that. As with 2 outs, here's Watson, who's 0 for 2. Popped up and took a called third strike his last time up. Kamen out of the stretch will come home in the first pitch here as comes home to Watson, and it's up high, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Kamen ready again and comes home with the next pitch. That's popped up as Wilson took the mask off, trying to see if he can find the ball real quick, but realized quickly that it was going to be out of play, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. 7-2, Evanston leads as they try to go 2-1 in pool play, which should be good enough to get them into the gold bracket. They did make the playoffs each of the last 2 years here in the Wood Bat tournament, but they were in the silver bracket after winning only 1 game in the preliminary rounds. As the 2-1 pitch misses inside with a breaking ball, it's 3-1. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're not done yet. Here's the 3-1 pitch. It's on the corner for a strike, and the count goes full, 3-2. So 3-2 on Watson with 2 outs here in the 5th. 3-2 pitch is outside, ball 4, a 2-out walk as Watson will head down to first base. As inning started so impressively as Kamen was able to get the first 2 outs on 2 pitches. So here's Ford. Ford up there, he's 1 for 1, singled, he's also walked. Up there now with 2 outs and a runner at first base. Down by 5, I doubt they're going to put the runner in motion, but we'll keep an eye on Watson anyway. Yeah, as the first pitch to Ford misses up and in, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. As I say that you wouldn't think they would put the runner in motion, But the one thing I've come to learn about high school age softball, or baseball rather, you take the rule book, the unwritten rules, and basically just throw them out as the breaking ball over for a strike, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. I saw teams over the last few years leading by 12, 13, 14 runs. That they would put runners in motion and steal bases. When I was growing up, if somebody did that, that would get the next pitch in the batter's ear hole. That's line to left field. That's going to be in for a hit. As up to get it quickly as Clifton, get it back in. A 2-out hit for Ford, his second hit of the game. And that puts 2 on and 2 outs. And we'll bring up the pitcher, Mikrens. So Ford been on base all 3 times here today. With 2 outs, Watson stopped at second base. So 2 on, 2 out. Here's Mikrens, who reached on a fielder's choice and grounded out, so he's 0 for 2. And the first pitch, little half swing, chopped at it, hits it fair. It's going to stay fair as it hops over the bag. Fair ball as Bauer able to pick it up and just step on the bag ever so neatly. And it's a 3 unassisted out for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, no 1 hit. There was a walk, no errors, and they leave 2. We're done with 5 here today. We'll go to the 6th. Evanston up 7-2 on the Union Auto, or the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard as we go to the 6th inning on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com.
Helping young people grow into productive adults is like putting a puzzle together. Each aspect of life is equal to one puzzle piece. Restful sleep, a healthy breakfast, a positive experience at home before school sets the tone for the whole day. Positive student interaction with teachers, district staff, coaches, and peers all add to the puzzle. At Uinta County School District Number 6, we work hard to make each puzzle piece meaningful and powerful for every student. By working together, we can help every student grow into a masterpiece. It's a great day to be an Eagle.
You're invited to come in and visit with the team at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley today. Our customers are our friends. If you haven't ever been in, stop in today. We'd love to get to know you. If you haven't been in for a while, stop in and let's get caught up. And if you were here yesterday, come back again soon. You always have an open invitation to visit the crew at Cash Honda Yamaha, where our customers are our friends, on US 91 between Logan and Smithfield.
Through 5 innings, Evanston with a 7-2 lead as we go here to the top of inning number 6 here this afternoon. And it'll be the bottom third of the order for the Outlaws. Rich, Kamen, and Clifton due up as Bracken Rich will come up 0 for 1 officially on the day. Walked, scored a run, and struck out his last time up. So here is Rich to start it off. As the first pitch is lined toward right field, but it's not going to get quite that far. But the second baseman not able to make the play either, as it'll be a little floating single for Rich. So Rich reaches on the first pitch that he sees, a little infield hit. So that'll bring up Damon Kamen. Kamen walked in his only at-bat today. And when he came in, he replaced Tyson Bateman in the lineup. Bateman had a sacrifice bunt earlier on in his only plate appearance in the tournament thus far, as the first pitch to Kamen is over for a strike, and it's 0-1. 7-2 Outlaws on top as they go back to first base, and once again Rich dives back onto the bag. 7 runs, 6 hits for the Outlaws. Show bunt, pop the bunt up. It's going to go foul back over the top of the press box, and it's 0-2. Now on Damon Kamen. Nobody out, top of the 6th inning. Evanston leading by 5 at 7-2, and certainly they're at a point now as the 3-2 pitch again hit foul on a bunt attempt, and that's going, or the 0-2 pitch, and that should be an out. That's an out as he bunted the ball foul, absolutely. As Kamen kind of hesitated and stayed at home plate. And the umpire had to say, yeah, that's an out, and it was indeed. So it'll be a strikeout, the 5th one of the game for Migrants. So with 1 out, here's Brody Clifton. Clifton's been up there twice. He's singled twice as they throw back to first base and Rich back to the bag. In fact, with his 2 hits today, he's also driven in a total of 3 runs. So certainly he's vying for our Pepsi player of the game as that pitch swung on and missed. Either that or the effort by Kamen in relief so far today, as he has really shut down the offense. As a pitch high, throw back again to first base and Rich back to the bag. He's really shut down the offense for the Mayhem since coming in. In fact, both of the runs charged to the Evanston starter, Jackson Osborne, as that pitch, well, he wanted to start up with a hand and then he stopped just as he pulled it out of his pocket. So the pitch, a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Next pitch home to Clifton. That's up high. As it's now 3-1. 3 balls and a strike. In fact, Kamen has allowed only 2 hits since he came in. Ground ball to short. That could be 2. Big, nice candy store hop. They go to second once. The return throw is too high and gets away. So Rich out on the 6-4 force at second base. And Clifton will reach on the fielder's choice. Is the bad throw over first base. A little high, not able to be controlled there. That's not an error, as you cannot assume a double play. So back to the top of the order again, and here's Ryder Wilson, who's been on base twice, but he has only 1 hit. He has singled, he's walked, stole a couple of bases, and he scored a run. As there goes the runner, they bluff, as Clifton able to hustle back in and get back to the bag at first base as the throw comes in behind him. 2 outs here, top of the 6th. Back up to the top of the order here with 2 outs. 1 ball, no strikes on Wilson. Next pitch pops out of the glove of the catcher Lamb, but not far enough for the runner at first base, Clifton, to advance. So he stays there, no harm done, as it goes to 2-0. Big hole in right center field here for Ryder Wilson, as the right fielder playing way over near the line. Boy, they're giving him a lot of room as the pitch swung on and missed. Tried to steer it that way as he missed it, and it goes to 2-2. Pitch was also up a little bit as well, up in Wilson's eyes, and didn't lay off of it. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the next pitch home misses down and away. That'll run the count full, 3-2. Check that, 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike as the umpire corrects the scoreboard. My bad. So here comes the 3-1 offering. That doesn't matter either way, as it's high, ball 4. And Wilson walks for the 2nd time today. So runners at first and second. Just the 3rd walk allowed by Migrants, as that'll bring up Walker Wilson, who has 1 hit to his credit. He's 1 for 3. Singled his last time up, but he's also struck out a couple of times. And punches this one along into right field, and that's going to fall for a hit. Coming to third base is Clifton. He'll hold him there, and the bases are loaded. So Wilson, for the 2nd time today, doesn't hardly hit a ball out of the infield, but it's going to go as a hit. So the base is full as Clifton now is at third. Ryder Wilson's at second. Walker Wilson over at first, and here is Gavin Oliver. Oliver with one hit today, singled back in the first inning. He's also grounded out and had a sacrifice as a pitch swung on and missed, so he's 1 for 2 here in the game. So behind a good fastball as Mikrens comes home again. That pitch is up this time. Hand started forward, but not far enough to be counted as a strike, so it's 1-1. 2 outs. Evanston trying to extend the lead. They already up by 5, but the base is full here in 2 outs, trying to pick up a little more insurance as the pitch outside, ball 2, 2-1. Two-one pitch popped up right in the middle of the infield. They look up into that bright sun. Mikrens right in the middle of the infield has it, and that's the third out of the inning as Oliver pops up to the pitcher for the third out. No runs in the inning for the Outlaws. 1 hit, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded here in the inning. They lead 7-2 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard as we go to the bottom of the 6th. 7-2 Outlaws on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on MyLocalRadio.com.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy.
Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
In the past, when you needed a crown, it took multiple appointments and a mouthful of goop to create a mold of your teeth. Those days are gone. Bear River Dental has equipment that gets your crown done in 1 appointment.
So this is the scanner for our same-day crowns, and as you can see, we go through, we scan it, and then we're able to design exactly what your crown's going to look like, and then we send that to the mill, and it's going to cut it out. It's going to look just like it's shown on the screen.
The same-day crown machine builds your new crown for a perfect fit. Same-day crowns are one of the many services offered at Bear River Dental in Evanston. Call today to schedule an appointment.
(7-2) Outlaws on top as we go to the bottom of the 6th. And here in the bottom of the 6th inning, Lamb, Walker, I believe, and then back up to Nelson, the top of the order, the 8, 9, and 1 in the lineup here against Damon Kamen, who's just been absolutely shut down the offense since coming in relief. So here's Lamb, 1 for 2, flew out to center and had an RBI single back in the 2nd inning. Kamen comes home and the first pitch popped up. Right side of the infield. Bauer right near the bag, crosses into foul territory and makes the catch. So the foul out for the first out of the inning. And that will bring up Walker for his 2nd time at bat. He walked the first time, went to second on a balk, but then was left there back in the 4th. One of the most impressive things that pitch is bunted foul is Rich picks it up and throws not in time. I think if he would have let it go, it would have rolled foul as it was starting to turn left back into foul territory. But he took the desperation chance to try to play it as it goes, going to go as a bunt single. Sixth hit of the game for the Mayhem. So go back to the top of the order here. Nelson, who's 0 for 3. The thing that's most impressive about what Kamen has done on the mound today, all you have to do is, if you're keeping score at home, and I don't know why you would be, there goes the runner as the pitch is a strike, and the throw through is not in time. So Walker steals second base. If you look at what Kamen has done in each inning where he's came in to pitch, even the first batter that he faced after replacing Osborne, He's gotten the first batter in every inning. And that certainly takes the seam out of any potential rallies by getting men on base early. Pitch to Nelson was over for a strike, and it's 1-1 strike. The 1-1 pitch hit in the air to center. Ryder Wilson's got to go back, still going back, turns, he's there, makes the catch for the second out. So Nelson's 0 for 4 today as he flies out to center for the second time. And that'll bring up the shortstop Larson, who has 1 hit and a walk. He's 1 for 2, popped up to second base his last time up. So Damon Kamen, as the Mayhem now down to their last 4 outs in the game. And the first pitch is outside, ball 1. 1 ball with no strikes. Outfield straightaway here against Larson. Up by 5 runs. I don't even worry about the guy at second base. I'm let him have his lead as that pitch is hit foul, and it's 1-2 as that ball's fouled down the right field line down by the bullpen area. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. You're at a point you have a big enough lead by 5 runs just in case they would load the bases and somehow manage to hit a grand slam. They're not going to beat you. They would still be a run short. The 1-1 pitch. Big overhand curve, stays high. 2 balls and a strike. But you can never be too careful. You would like to be able to finish this off. Kamen's gone this long. He's probably not going to be able to throw any more with the rest of the tournament as the pitch is low and the runner gets hung up as they chase him back to second base. And now running him down is Hoover, and he'll tag him in the back, and that's the 3rd out of the inning as Walker is tagged out on a little rundown play. He's caught stealing to 5-4 for the 3rd out. So no runs, a hit, nobody left. We'll go to the 7th. Evanston up 7-2 on the Heritage of Auto Evanston scoreboard on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on mylocalradio.com.
When you're hungry for a fresh, juicy burger, a thick, mouth-watering steak, prime rib, a delicious fresh wrap, an amazing salad bar with soup, veggies, and fruit, or breakfast with all the trimmings, you'll find it all at the Legal Tender Restaurant. Just thinking about it makes your mouth water. The menu at the Legal Tender is filled with delicious options. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, come and enjoy a wonderful meal today at the Legal Tender Restaurant inside the Best Western Dunmar Inn on Harrison Drive in Evanston.
A beautiful smile increases your confidence. At Black's Fork Dental in Mountain View, our mission is to inspire lasting smiles. We offer teenage and adult patients clear aligners to straighten smiles, in some cases eliminating the need for metal braces. Clear aligners are worn daily to help move your teeth until your perfect smile is achieved. Call us for a free consultation to see if you're a candidate for clear aligners by ClearCorrect. Black's Fork Dental, inspiring lasting smiles.
So we move here to the top of the 7th inning. New pitcher on here for the Mayhem as Ford comes in. The 3rd pitcher of the day as he will face Braxton Bauer to lead off here in the top of the 7th. And the first pitch is high, ball 1. Bauer's doubled, walked, and struck out in the game as that pitch is up high again, ball 2. So Mikrans, who pitched pretty well, went 5 innings, gave up 3 runs on 5 hits, walked 3, and struck out 5 in his time in there. As they'll ask no swings. It's counting now 3 balls and no strikes. Bobbi, however, still the pitcher of record for the Mayhem as he allowed 4 runs in that second inning before being taken out. Those 4 runs all charged to him as the 3-0 pitch over to Bauer. So Bobbi's still the pitcher of record here for the Mayhem. As that pitch over for a strike again, and it's 3-2. Damon Kamen, the pitcher of record now for the Outlaws, as Osborne only went 2 1/3. That's not long enough to qualify for the win. As that ball's whacked to right field, and it's going to be over the head of the right fielder, as they'll have to chase that all the way back to the fence, as Phelps not able to get it, and Bauer has his second double of the day. So the leadoff man aboard as Bauer doubles. That's the third inning in a row that Evanston has had the leadoff man on board in the fourth inning overall in the game. So Bauer will give way to a runner as coming in to run here for Bauer is Rhett Anderson, who comes in to run at second base. So Anderson takes over for Bauer, who finishes the day going 2 for 3 with a pair of doubles and a walk. So here is Ryan Hoover, as Hoover takes the first pitch up high. Ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. Top of the 7th inning, 7-2. As a ground ball wide of third, picked up there. Nice play by Watson, throws it across in time. Good job over at first base by Bobbi to keep his toe on the bag there as well, as they're able to hold the runner at second base. It's a 5-3 ground out for the first out of the inning. And now here is Jackson Osborne. Osborne, who was 0 for 2, flew out and lined out. Also had a sacrifice bunt earlier in the game as the first pitch misses up high. Ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. As Ford loses his hat in the delivery. Can always be a little bit distracting for the hitter, a white hat like that, and having the ball come out of there as that hat is tumbling toward the ground. As that pitch is inside. Ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike here on Osborne. Next pitch to Jackson, swung out and missed on the breaking pitch, and it's 1-2. So 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Bracken Rich waiting on deck. If you're looking ahead to the bottom of the 7th inning for the Mayhem, they would have the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. As that pitch to Osborne over for a strike, he goes down looking. That's the second out of the inning. So here comes Rich. So it'll be Larson, Phelps, and Bobbi due up in the bottom of the 7th inning. The first pitch here to Rich is a ground ball wide of third, and that's going to be into left field for a hit. As coming to third base and staying there is Anderson, as Rich collects his second hit of the day. Second hit of the inning for the Outlaws. And here is Damon Kamen, who's really been the story of the day since coming in relief. Ninth hit of the game for the Outlaws as they throw back behind the runner. And he's going to come home, does Anderson, and the ball is dropped at third base. So they put the play on. They started the runner Rich, who steals second. The catcher decided he was going to throw to third to try to get Anderson, as Rhett was able to come home when the third baseman dropped the ball. So the error on the third baseman, Watson, to allow the run to come in. And it's now 8-3. The 0-1 pitch over for a strike. Check that, 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 the count here on Damon Kamen. 2 outs, a run home here in the 7th as Ford's going to bluff back to second base. A run on 2 hits here in the inning, as the 0-1 pitch swung on and missed. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kamen's walked and struck out since he came in to pitch, but the story for him has been on the mound. as he has been very impressive on the bump here today. Pitch hit foul and it stays at 2-2. 2-2 pitch is going to be lined toward the shortstop. It's over his head. It's going to fall in for a hit. And then it gets by the left fielder. So here comes Rich to score, and it's 9-2. So what can't Kamen do today? Now he picks up an RBI single. 2 runs home here in the inning for the Outlaws, and it's 9-2. And the number 9 hitter in the lineup, Brody Clifton, will come back up. Clifton 2 for 3 today. And the first pitch is down and in, ball 1. So 9-2. Impressive game for the Outlaws. Remember that the game, they scored in double figures against Jerome. They won that game 12-1. And then only scored 1 run last night in the nightcap against Ridgeline. And they come back and put up a 9 spot here today. Here's the 1-1. Up high again. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike here on Brody Clifton. Clifton 2 for 3 today. And the 2-1 pitch. Misses inside again, ball 3. It's Ryder Wilson who would be next if Clifton can reach here with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. Now the 3-1 pitch from Ford. Hit toward right field. Right fielder coming up, but he can't get it. Walker has to play it on a bounce. He'll get it back in, but the runners are at first and second as Clifton collects his 3rd hit of the game. Come on, stops at second. Now back to the top of the order again, and Ryder Wilson will come back to the plate. Wilson with 1 hit. He's 1 for 2. He's also walked twice in the game, so he's been on base 3 times. As the pitch misses down low, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. You can hear what sounds like a stampede in the background. That's team for the next game showing up. As the pitch up high again, ball 1. Ford ready again, checks the runners, comes home with the next pitch. It's pulled fair into left field, just out of the reach of the third baseman, Watson. Here comes come on to score. Going all the way to third is Clifton on an RBI double by Ryder Wilson. So Wilson doubles. Come on comes in to score the 3rd run of the inning. Clifton goes all the way to third, and Evanston has reached double figures again as it's 10-2. So 2 outs, and now here is Walker Wilson, who last 2 times up has hit a ball softly over the first baseman's head that has fallen for hits, hardly reaching the outfield grass. As the first pitch misses outside and low, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. Walker will take him nonetheless, as he's 2 for 4 in the game. The 1-0. Swung on and missed. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. So Clifton's at third, Wilson's at second. Walker Wilson, the 8th batter in the inning here for Evanston, as they post 3 here in the top of the 7th inning. Ground ball wide of third. Dropped. Picked up. The Watson throws, and it's on a bounce, and that's going to allow another run to come in. As the ball gets away, here comes Ryder Wilson to the plate, and he is going to be out. And that's the way the top of the 7th ends, as the error will be charged to the third baseman. That is Watson, charged with the error that allows the run to come in as Clifton comes in to score. All in all, Evanston scores 4 runs in the inning on 3 hits. There was an error, and they leave 1 man on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th inning. After 6.5, it's now Evanston 11 and the Mayhem 2 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. As we move along here to the bottom of the 7th inning, 3 outs to go for the Outlaws to go 2-1 in the preliminary rounds, as we'll go to the bottom of the 7th coming up right after this.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Now you can get your oil changed, have minor repairs made to your vehicle, and get it completely detailed at one location in one appointment. T-Bar Body Shop in Evanston does body work and more, a lot more. If you need to have a trailer rewired, your brakes replaced, a chip repaired in your windshield, or your windshield replaced, you can get it all done at T-Bar Body Shop. This is the manager, Jeremy Rex, inviting you to stop in for a free quote today. T-Bar Body Shop, 515 County Road. Let T-Bar fix your car.
Well, we reached the bottom of the 7th inning here, as last 3 outs for the Mayhem, as the Outlaws stay with Damon Kamen out there on the bump. As here leading off, it'll be Larson. He'll be followed by Phillips and Bobbi due up here in the bottom of the 7th inning. So 11-2, the Outlaws on top, and Kamen trying to slam the door as the first pitch here is a fastball that misses outside, ball 1-0. Larson singled and walked. He's also popped up, so he's 1 for 2 in the game. And the 1-0 pitch, breaking ball, that's over for a strike. Good pitch, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch misses outside. Ball 2, 2 balls and a strike. Came up on top again, comes home, the 2-1. That is misses the outside, ball 3. I in no way meant to jinx Kamen when I talked about how he had retired the first batter in every inning. The 3-1 pitch, he's still on B to keep that going as Larson swings and misses, and the count now full 3-2. Well, here comes the 3-2 pitch from Kamen. On the way home, Larson pops it up into short right. It's Hoover going out, the right fielder coming in as Osborne battles the sun and the wind and makes the play. And once again, Kamen able to retire the first man in the inning. And here is Phelps. Phelps 1 for 3, singled back in the third. Grounded out and popped up around it. As the first pitch to Phelps outside of the fastball, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. So Kamen has done very, very well. Has allowed just 2 hits during his time in there. As a pitch up high again, ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Check that, he's allowed 3 hits. As, look out, a pitch up and in. So 3 balls and no strikes on Phelps. Bobbi waiting on deck. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. As that pitch over for a strike, it's 3-1. Evanston leads by 9 here as they're on the verge of going 2-1 in pool play. Here's the 3-1 pitch, outside, ball 4. So he does give up a walk as Phelps will head down to first base. 4th walk for Kamen. 6th walk overall for Mayhem hitters. And here is Bobbi. Bobbi has one of those walks, but other than that, he's 0 for 2 on the game. He isn't hitting in the number 4 spot. As that first pitch, big overhand breaking pitch, stays high, ball 1 ball and no strikes. Bobbi's flown out and popped up the 2 times that Evanston has gotten him in the game. There goes the runner as they'll flip back to second base. They're running back toward the bag, and they'll tag him out there as the 2 umpires look at each other, and then the base umpire calls him safe from behind the play. He's 50 feet behind the play near second base, and they want him to make the call, as he is in no position to make that call, and calls the man safe. In fact, Rich, who's now playing first base, kind of questions the umpire as he walks back towards second base. So the Mayhem trying to do whatever they can do to try to rattle Cayman, as that pitch is over for a strike and it's 1-1, by starting runners early and trying to shake his confidence and run around the bases. Down by 9, they got a lot of shaking to do. The next pitch is lined to center. Wilson's there, and oops, it took off and went over his head. So here comes Phelps to third. He will score. The throw to the plate is not in time. It'll be a double for Bobbi to score the run to make it 11-3. Ball misplayed in center field by Ryder Wilson, who's been very solid out there defensively. That one just took off and went over his head. So a run in makes it 11-3, and here's Watson. Watson today 0 for 2 officially with a walk. Fastball over for a strike, and it's 0-1. So Bobbi drives in a run. As you know, we talk about defensively how most of the outfielders, not just for the Outlaws, but all the teams I've seen here this week, they're playing a little bit on the shallow side. That's kind of what happened to Wilson. As there goes the runner for third. The pitch is a strike. The throw is going to be not in time, or is it? Nope. Bobbi steals third. The throw from Walker Wilson was on the wrong side of the bag. So Damien with the count 0-2 with 1 out. Bobbi now stands over at third base and comes home with the next pitch. Off speed breaking ball is swung on and missed for the second out. So 2 outs, and now the Mayhem down to their last out as Ford will come up. Ford, 2 singles and a walk. He's been on base all 3 times today and takes that breaking pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Runner at third. Bobbi, his run is meaningless as Evanston leading by 8 as that pitch swung on a hit foul at home plate, and it's 0-2. So now the Mayhem are down to their last strike. Cayman with another ball, climbs back on top of the hill, sets at the letters in the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, chop foul as it stays at no balls and 2 strikes on Ford here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Don't forget, we'll have a post-game show coming up. Hopefully, Coach Small will stop by for a post-game chat. The 0-2 pitch, off speed, breaking ball, just missed. Wow, that was close. As it goes to 1-2. So Cayman ready again as he comes set. Comes back fastball this time, misses down and away, 2-2. So it runs the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Kamen trying to close it out. Ready again, looks at Bobbi walking down the line from third, and the 2-2 pitch is that breaking ball that stays high and runs the count full 3-2. Mark Makrantz would be the next hitter as the pitch is outside, ball 4, as it's a 2-out walk as the runner coming home, and he's out at the plate. As Bobbi upset that he got out at the home plate, well, truly a ridiculous play to try to send him home down by 8 runs with 2 outs in the last inning. So Ford walks, but then Bobbi is thrown out trying to steal home for the 3rd out of the inning as he is out 1-2 for the 3rd out. So Evanston does indeed go 2-1 in pool play as they pick up the 11-3 win here this afternoon against the Mayhem. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll have the post-game show on the way next. That's coming up here on your First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Outlaw Baseball on mylocalradio.com.
It's a great time to check out the digital banking options at Trona Valley Federal Credit Union and skip the trip. Members who enroll in digital banking can make deposits remotely, check bank balances, transfer money between accounts, make loan payments, and use automatic bill pay options. You can even connect Quicken or QuickBooks to your Trona Valley digital banking accounts. Learn how digital banking with Trona Valley Federal Credit Union can make your life simpler. Stop in today. Member NCUA.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Napa know-how isn't just for guys like this. Power tools. Every driver deserves quality parts. Practical and cool. So you can do it yourself with Napa Auto Parts or get it done for you at a Napa Auto Care Center. Which means Napa know-how is for you, karaoke car lady. And never popped a hood guy?
I can pop a hood.
You too, Mr. Park a mile away. Oh yeah. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how. Covalos, your one-stop farm and auto shop.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
11-3, the final in the game, and we are very pleased to have Dr. Todd Hoover with us up here, the assistant coach. They made you do the pregame interview, and you don't want to break a streak, the hot streak. Send the assistant coach up here to do the postgame as well. Welcome.
Thank you, Dan. Appreciate the opportunity.
That's a great effort bouncing back from a loss last night.
Yeah, I thought we barreled up the ball a little bit better, hit the ball. Not all our balls were solid hit balls, but in a wood bat tournament, every little base hit counts.
Yeah, they sure do. As you guys scored 11 runs on 10 hits and really had control of the game. I thought Osborne was throwing the ball well early on, but Damon came in and absolutely strangled him.
Oh, Damian did great, and he's been doing that for us all year in pressure situations, so hats off to him.
Yeah, picked up the nice win. So you go 2-1 in pool play. That's got to set you up pretty well, I would think, as we move into the playoff portion coming up tomorrow.
I think prior to that game we were number 7 seed in the gold bracket, and now that probably moved us up to 5 or 6 at least.
Well, that's good. At least that would probably get you a game a little bit later in the day. You don't have to be here quite so early in the morning.
That's correct. That's what we're hoping for.
Me too. Me too, brother. Let me tell you. So you got the rest of the evening off. What's on the docket for the players and the coaching staff here for the rest of the evening?
We'll go grab a bite to eat here, and we're going to go over to Dick's Sporting Goods for a little bit, then go take a swim, and then come back out and eat afterwards too.
Very good. So enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate your visit.
Thank you, Dan.
It's Coach Hoover with us here on the postgame show. His visit, of course, brought to you by the Bullock Agency for all that they do, and we thank the Bullock Agency for that as well. So let's talk about the final totals in the game for the Outlaws to win it by the final score of 11-3 in the game here today. Final totals for Evanston: 11 runs on 10 hits. They commit 1 error and they left 5 men on base. Mayhem scored 3 runs on 7 hits. They had 3 errors in the game and they left 9 men on base. Well, we talked about Damon Kamen and what he did. He ends up being the winning pitcher in the game, and the loss goes to Bobbi for the Mayhem in a game that took 2 hours and I believe it was 2 hours and 13 minutes overall to play. So Evanston wins it 3-1. They are now 2-1 in pool play, and will await the pairings for the tournament to come out a little bit later on tonight. It's usually about midnight before those pairings come out. So we'll try to get that on Facebook and on for you, so we can get that to you set up as early as we can, let you know when they will play. So that's our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap, as Jimmy John's brings you the very good sandwiches, as they'll also bring you our recap for the day, for the game here this afternoon from here in Pocatello. So that is your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. We'll take a time out. We'll come back. We'll talk about the play of the game from Dr. McKay Frankham, and the player of the game as well from Pepsi. We'll do all that as the postgame show continues right after this.
Whether you're working with a realtor or you're selling your home by owner, the title company you choose really matters. They handle all the research to make sure there aren't any bad surprises like hidden liens, unpaid taxes, forgery, easement restrictions, or access issues. At First American Title, the staff has a combined 140 years of experience and a 98% excellent customer service rating. Make the right choice. Choose to close with First American Title. 1048 Main Street, Evanston.
At Y-Hi, we are with you is more than just 3 simple words. It encompasses the principles we live by to serve our members and local communities. So if you're looking to keep your banking relationships local with a partner who will always be there for you, look to us. We're Y-Hi. We're Wyoming. We're with you. Visit yhi.org to learn how you can be a part of something bigger today.
When you're looking for great deals on a vehicle, you'll find them at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston. With 2 locations to serve you, let your adventure start here. Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston, legend driven.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
Our post-game chat with Todd Hoover brought to you by the Bullock Agency, Jake Meyer, when benefits matter. So let's get to our players of the game and play of the game. Our play of the game, let's give that to Brody Clifton for any one of his 3 hits in the game. He had 3 singles, he drove in 3 runs, and he scored a run as well. So pick any one of his 3 hits. I'll take the 2-run single back in the second inning that drove in the 3rd and 4th runs of that 4-run second inning that got the Outlaws off and running, and that certainly was your play of the game. We'll take a look at our Pepsi player of the game as we continue on the postgame show right after this.
What is Uinta BOCES number 1? It's your community college to pursue your degree or certificate. It's high school equivalency. It's CPR and other workforce training. It's cooking and computer classes. It's 3D printers, vinyl cutters, and other free tools. We're many different things to many different people, meeting the education needs of the place we call home. So what is Uinta BOCES number 1? That's for you to decide. Come see us today and let us help you make your educational dreams come true.
With 25 years of successful industry experience, Mountain West Business Solutions looks forward to providing all of our customers with exceptional service, industry-leading technology, and a one-of-a-kind buying experience. Having your office equipped with the right technology makes all the difference in the world. With a lower cost per print, we will supply you with the right technology for the best price. Great people, great products, and great service. Mountain West Business Solutions, 133 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
When you're looking for great deals on a vehicle, you'll find them at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston. With 2 locations to serve you, let your adventure start here. Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston, legend driven.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hard-working staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
Well, with the loss, the Mayhem dropped to 0-2 in pool play. They have one more game coming up at 6 o'clock tonight against Jerome. That'll be a game that they really need to win if they have any design on playing in I should say the tournament portion of this tournament. The elimination portion, of course, they would probably be headed to the silver bracket, but they'll need a win tonight against Jerome to be able to do that. For Evanston, they go to 2-1, and they're sitting, and they will wait and probably be in the gold bracket. So they'll hopefully have a pretty good start time tomorrow. But we'll wait for those pairings to come out a little bit later on this evening. All right, let's get to our Pepsi player of the game. We've mentioned it a couple of times, and it has to be Damon Kamen, who came in relief, who ended up being the winning pitcher. Jason Osborne went the first 2 and a third, gave up a couple of runs. Kamen came in and really shut down the Mayhem. He went 4 2/3, allowed just a run on 3 hits in the game. He walked 5 and struck out 2. And like I said, he ended up being the winning pitcher in the game as he threw the ball very, very well and really throttled back the Mayhem offense that was trying to get going early on in the game. But Kamen came in and slammed the door. So Kamen is our Pepsi player of the game. Congratulations, Damon, on a job well done. We'll take a timeout, our last timeout here of the afternoon. We'll come back, have a little bit more for you here on the postgame show, and tell you more about tomorrow coming up right after this.
It's a great time to check out the digital banking options at Trona Valley Federal Credit Union and skip the trip. Members who enroll in digital banking can make deposits remotely, check bank balances, transfer money between accounts, make loan payments, and use automatic bill pay options. You can even connect Quicken or QuickBooks to your Trona Valley digital banking accounts. Learn how digital banking with Trona Valley Federal Credit Union can make your life simpler. Stop in today. Member NCUA.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. Our experts self-perform all phases of construction on new or existing structures, such as site excavation, access road creation, concrete foundations, welding, and the installation and maintenance of piping, tanks, metal buildings, and more. Our turnkey services will have your facility operational quickly and safely. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Uintah County School District Number 4 has established a tradition of excellence in academics and extracurricular activities. This is made possible by the positive relationship that exists between families and the school district. Our celebration of each student's success is a product of an entire community, making student success a top priority. We are blessed with an outstanding staff whose interaction with students makes the world a better place. Uintah County School District Number 4, continuing our tradition of excellence. Go Buffs!
A beautiful smile increases your confidence. At Blacks Fork Dental in Mountain View, our mission is to inspire lasting smiles. We offer teenage and adult patients clear aligners to straighten smiles, in some cases eliminating the need for metal braces. Clear aligners are worn daily to help move your teeth until your perfect smile is achieved. Call us for a free consultation to see if you're a candidate for clear aligners by ClearCorrect. Blacks Fork Dental, inspiring lasting smiles.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, a cement trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication, including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Hey there, I'm Jake Major, your local Medicare and insurance benefits advisor for the Bullock Agency of Wyoming. With over 25 years of experience protecting families in rural America, we understand the importance of having affordable insurance coverage. Whether you're searching for extra coverage or looking to understand and switch your Medicare options, I can help you find a range of top-rated insurance companies and tailor-made packages based on your needs. Call me, Jake Major, today at 307-209-4685 and let's discuss your insurance options. We're the Bullock Agency of Wyoming, when benefits matter.
All right, final totals once again in the game for the Outlaws to win it. 11 runs on 10 hits. They commit 1 error and left 5. The Mayhem had 3 runs on 7 hits. They had 3 errors in the game, and they left 9. Damon Kamen picks up the victory. Bobbi suffers the loss in a game that took 2 hours and 13 minutes to play. So the Outlaws go 2-1 in pool play. Should have a pretty good draw for the elimination portion of the tournament, which gets started tomorrow, and we'll let you know as soon as we know exactly what the times will be. Before we say goodbye, let's thank from people. We want to thank, of course, everyone at My Local Radio, and thank you for listening as well. And the folks we want to thank include executive producer Val Cook. Our studio coordinator today has been Colton Bagley. The director of sales, Matt Petrie. Sales associates are Julie Bagley and Sarah Pay. Our office manager is Kayleen Anderson. Our IT director, we couldn't do this without him, is Sean Hando. And, of course, the staff at My Local Radio, Cody Olson, Dennis Bedwell, Jake Nichols, and Aaron Poling. For Elin Olaf, I'm Dan Hubbard. As we sign off from here, we'll remind you of the final score once again as the Outlaws win it. They go to 2-1 in pool play as they knock off the Mayhem by the final score of 11-3. We'll come back to you. We'll talk to you tomorrow from here in Pocatello. Again, keep your eye on Facebook, the My Local Radio page on Facebook. We'll let you know what time the game is tomorrow as soon as we know as well. Again, for Elin Olaf, I'm Dan Hubbard, wishing you a very pleasant good night from here in Pocatello.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on MyLocalRadio.com.